Alright, man. So they just dropped a bomb. I'm sitting back here watching the Buccaneers and New York Giants game, and I just got a notification on my phone. Chris Paul wants to be traded to either us. Not traded. He would rather his next destination be Los Angeles or New York. So that means Lakers, Clippers, or New York Nets. And we know it's not New York, so it's Clippers, Lakers, and the Nets. So first, what if he goes to the Nets? We know that's not gonna work out because they have Kyrie there, and that's just I think this whole thing is a facade, just so Chris Paul can plant the seeds of the Lakers, right? So we know it's not the Nets because Kyrie's there. So Clippers, Lakers, and if you have a choice, right? If you have a choice between the Lakers and the Clippers, anybody except Kawhi will choose the Lakers, right? If they have all the money and the whatnot. So let's say he does go to the Clippers. What does that mean? If he goes to the Clippers, that probably means Clippers win the championship next year, in my opinion. Because you would have Chris Paul, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. I mean, that's a championship trio right there. You got your facilitator, your playmaker. Even though they all have, well, now Kawhi does too, but they all have questionable playoff, let's say, episodes. But I think they'll be good enough to make it. They'll win the championship. And if Chris Paul goes to the Lakers, that probably means LeBron goes back to his small forward position. It probably means Rondo is gone. But it does guarantee that they would two-peat. If Chris Paul went to the Lakers, it almost guarantees they win the championship again. Because when LeBron goes to the bench and it's just AD with Caruso, Kuzma, KCP, I mean, they're good. AD is keeping them afloat, but they're not great. But what if LeBron goes to the bench and it's AD and Chris Paul out there? I mean, that's too much for a team to deal with. That's a championship team right there. LeBron goes to the bench and you have Chris Paul to run the show. Chris Paul goes to the bench and you have LeBron to run the show. Not to mention, they're already friends. I mean, if Chris Paul goes to the Lakers, man, 2020 has already been crazy. 2020 has already been crazy. 2021 is going to be even crazier. Because you've got the Nets coming back. You've got the Clippers coming back. You got Golden State coming back. And if CP3 goes to the Lakers, that's another piece in the puzzle. That's all I got for you guys today, man. This was more first time reaction. This wasn't scripted. I don't have a script today. But without further ado, if you like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe. Let me know what you think about CP3 on the Lakers. Let me know.